Glad you could stop by. My name's Clem, and this is Clem's Poor Man's Gourmet. So welcome to my kitchen. I'm going to teach you how to make some very inexpensive dishes that don't taste like cardboard. Just sit back, relax, and watch. Alright, first things first, you're going to want to prepare your hot dogs. I think I only want 2 of these cheesesteaks, so 2 hot dogs is going to be more than enough. You know, I like to get a nice small cut on them. Pays to have a good sharp knife. Not really, it's hot dogs. You don't need a sharp knife. Got this one at Big Lots for like $4.99. I love it too. Pretty good chef's knife. It's pretty all-purpose, except for stabbing. It's not really sharp on the end, so. Now we get some pretty uniform size shapes, but, you know, we're going to dice it up a little bit better than that. There's no real rhyme or reason. There's no wrong way to do this. I've just found the smaller the cuts, the less you remember you're eating hot dogs. If all goes well, this part in the video is going to be in fast forward, but probably not. Alright, so now we got all our hot dog bits. Ta-da. So we've preheated this pan. I usually go medium high or 8 on my little gauge on the stove. So we're gonna add a little oil to it. Last thing we want is our hot dog cheesesteak to stick to the pan. Spread it out real good. Let the oil heat up for a couple seconds. It doesn't take much. Remember, hot dogs are pre-cooked. So just let that fizzle for a second. Like I said, it doesn't take long since it's pre-cooked. We're going to go ahead and add a little bit of our frozen veggies. And you know, you add as much or as little as you want. It's all good flavoring. Just turn this a little bit. Now, while your meat's cooking, that's when you might want to think about your buns. I'm going ahead and preheated my little electric skillet over here because I like to toast my buns a little bit before I eat something. It makes it taste a little bit fancier. So we're going to go ahead and peel the buns apart. Throw it on there. Throw it on there. Just let them sit for a little while we go back and attend to our meat. What I like to do, you know, I like to add a little bit of some spices to it. Usually a little garlic powder. Got this at the Dollar Tree. Works just as good as that expensive public stuff. A little garlic powder. A little black pepper. since I couldn't find my black pepper, a little nature's seasoning, and I have black pepper in it too. Stir that up a little bit. I mean, if you want to get real fancy, you can always add some hot sauce or something along those lines. We're going to check on our buns real quick. I hope they're getting nice and toasty. We'll be pulling them off here in a second. Now, you may be asking yourself about the cheese. When is the best time to add the cheese and how to add it? I've done it both ways. Sometimes I add the cheese to the meat in the pan, sometimes I add it directly to the bun. Today, I believe I'm adding them directly to the bun. I think it's going to make for an easier cleanup, and I'm feeling pretty lazy. But since the buns are good and toasty, I'll be able to put this imitation cheese stuff on here. It should melt pretty quick. Back to the meat, which, if you look real close, it's almost done. Doesn't that look good? No longer are we eating hot dogs. It's become something beyond that. In just a couple more seconds, it's going to be good to go. Oh yeah, that looks tasty. Now me, I like to, split it up into two parts so I know how much I'm putting on each sandwich. I'm going to bring the buns over, serve it right up. May not be the most efficient. You're going to have some runoff, but guess what? It's still going to taste good. Better than eating a plain old bar-ass hot dog, let me tell you. Now feel free to change the recipe in any way you see necessary, but I like it the way it is. And my name's Clem, and this is Poor Man's Gourmet with Clem. No, not even close. My name's Clem, and this is Clem's Poor Man's Gourmet.